Hello everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. About maybe, I don't know, half an hour ago, around there, I came across this video that pretty much went viral. And it's an old video, it's not anything new. I forgot, I don't know if it was a year old or 2 years old, I'm not really sure. There was an incident that happened with a security guard and two black females. They got into an altercation with him. He had his body cam, that little camera. And they went off on him because of the fact that he yelled at some little kids. He yelled at their children, because they were being very loud. He says, hey, 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 like, quiet down or whatever kind of thing. And they gave him shit about it. They got in his face. Now, if they would have gotten angry and just like cussed him out or whatever, just, you don't talk to my kids that way, who the fuck do you think you are, and just left it at that and walked away, that would have sufficed. But obviously it wasn't enough for them. They had to get very vindictive and constantly getting in his face, and he warned them, get back, get back. Now, these women, both of them, they were extremely fucking ghetto. And I mean ghetto to the bone. Their attitude, they were very immature, cussing and acting in their stupid street slang, ebonics, right in front of their kids. And knowing how kids are very impressionable, they started, at one point, they started joining in and started cussing him out and saying stupid stuff. Obviously, they don't care about decorum. You have to have decorum. But ghetto trash people don't even have that type of sense. And I've seen that before with my own people, with Hispanics. I've seen that when I was growing up in the hood. When I was growing up in the ghetto, I fucking saw some shit like that. And people acting stupid, and they constantly have to get vindictive and spiteful. Very spiteful. Because that's what these women did. They're being very spiteful. Because they wanted to humiliate him so they could feel that they actually have a victory. Trying to call him out to do some kind of violence, so they could have an excuse to hit him, to throw punches at him. And what actually ended up happening, when they wouldn't leave him alone, one of them started throwing punches at him, swinging at him. He pushed her away, and then he tased her. He tased her, and then she went down to the floor, right on, up to the ground. I mean, I don't blame him for doing that. And if you would have instead stick her, punch her real hard in the jaw when she was throwing punches at him, I would applaud him for that big time. I mean, I don't condone hitting women. I really don't. I don't condone it. However, in a certain situation where a crazy, ghetto trash, ignorant, and I mean ignorant as fuck, an immature woman, I don't care if she's black, white, Hispanic, I don't really give a shit. When she starts throwing punches at you, start talking all this stupid street slang and just trying to like show how much of a badass she is. If she starts punching you and getting real aggressive to the point that she really wants to actually just hurt you, fuck that. You don't have to be a gentleman. If she's throwing punches at you like that, trying to hurt you, you don't have to be a gentleman. If you have to knock her the fuck out, you knock her out. Plain and simple. I feel a little bit bad for the kids because they were crying when she got tased and she fell down to the ground. But at the same time, I didn't. It's like 50-50 because kids shouldn't see that. Even if she didn't get tased and she started fighting with somebody, getting all violent, I mean, children should not even see something like that because pretty soon they're gonna have a predisposition to become thugs. It's already in their bloodline to begin with because they share the same DNA as these women. But then environment also causes a riot in their DNA, and then they have a predisposition to become thugs, punks, or whatever as they're growing up, and they're going to be surrounding themselves with negative aspects of anything, you know, the type of friends, the wrong crowd, that kind of thing. Hispanics are no different. I've seen that shit many, many times. I've seen people, I can't even stand it with some of the ghetto people. Like a long time ago, there was this one woman who got an argument with me, one time with my sister, and that shit they do with their head when they start going like this, you know, like, hey, you don't have to tell me, I'll fuck you up and I'll do this, and they do the way they just move their head, that kind of thing, or they go like this or whatever. It is so fucking annoying. It's irritating. I hate it when they fucking do that shit. I hate it. It's so fucking irritating. And I don't know, but it's very stupid. I just wanted to point that out. I mean, if you don't want to be, like I said, I would not say something racist to like the one asshole that went off on me in the parking lot. But if you don't want to be called ghetto trash, if you don't want to be humiliated with all these type of words, even some words that could be also a little racist or whatever, if you don't want to be called a thug, a ghetto trash or whatever, or even someone who's black, if you don't want somebody to call you the N-word, or someone is Hispanic and you don't want that person to call you spick or whatever like that, which is I don't condone that, but if you don't want to be called all these type of negative things, then don't act like one. Don't behave like ghetto trash. Plain and simple. Questions or comments, you know what to do. This is Dare to Speak, and to all of you, take care.